Greetings and welcome to Sunlight Refuge, where the name of the game is motivation, inspiration, and growth. Hi everyone, my name is Tracey, and if you are new, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. So let's get right to it. So there is power in numbers. There is power in knowledge. There is power in execution. There is power in God. But yet in 2025, many still suffer under systems designed to oppress. Why is that? And more importantly, let's talk about how we rise above that. True change begins at home. Your family is your foundation. And building a strong foundation requires three things: clarity, purpose, action. Clarity, purpose, and action. We're talking about the foundation of your family's legacy, creating that blueprint, right? So your generations, the ones before you and the ones behind you, don't have to keep living under an oppressed system. The rat race, the working, the exchanging time for money, right? So let's talk about family as the foundation. And I wrote questions down to think. Let's think about this. Let's start creating this, right? Because that's what it's all about. You got to start somewhere. But it begins with your family's foundation. So, what is the mission of your family? What is the mission of your family? Think about that. As a collective, what is our foundation? What holds us up? What keeps us moving? What program, what blueprint are you operating under? Right? And then within that is what strengths and skills can you leverage to move that mission forward? Once you find your mission, okay, what are the skills that we have that we can use to keep the mission going forward? Too often, the mission dies with the person with the vision. We have to get back to generational. And last but not least, how does your family contribute to humanity while building generational wealth? Right? How does your family help humanity? It starts with you. It starts with your family. It starts with your community. It starts with the rest of humanity. Right? So understand that the foundation starts with the family. Who are the family? Who makes up the family? First and foremost, let's talk about the children. Right? We got to teach them young. Everybody is having families, but what's the purpose of your children? What is the purpose of your family? Is it just a result of, or is it to build upon the legacy, upon the foundation? Right? So we got to think about that. And then once you understand that your foundation represents who you all as a collective, then you can start operating in a way that's more productive. And then everybody don't have to be so scattered. I find that you got this family member doing this family member doing this family member doing this, but none of them are doing it together. How much more powerful you can be doing it together. But if you don't have a foundation, if your family don't have a foundation, then how can you expect them to? Right? But let's talk about the children, because everybody comes here with a purpose, right? So when you look at your children and you're thinking about teaching them young, what are their natural passions and talents? Us as parents and even the additional family members can see, oh, so and so is good at this. Oh, so and so do good at that. Oh, so and so, you know what I'm saying? They come with their natural gifts and talents. How can you use that and create that skill set to help progress your family, right? Remember what I said. If you don't teach them, the world is going to teach them. And the world don't care about your children the way you do. You know what I'm saying? It's a battle. And you got to take control of where your family is going. Right? We are very smart, intelligent, hardworking people. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason why we still exchanging time for pennies, for wages. Don't get me wrong. Wages are good. Right? We understand that money runs the world that we live in, right? We understand that. But we're wanting to build for our family instead of constantly building for somebody else's family. To be irreplaceable. You get on these jobs, you are replaceable. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to have our children growing up. Every generation has to get better than the last. And that's the biggest thing with our elders, that we have to make sure that they understand what we're saying about that. It's not saying you didn't do a good job. You did the best you did during the time you did. I got it from here. Now I gotta do the best I can during the time that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And then your children will have that. And then your grandchildren will have that. And then it'll keep going, because every generation is supposed to be getting better. It's not to say that the previous generation wasn't doing good. I got a lot of skills from my mom and my dad. You know what I'm saying? My uncles. So it's not about that. It's thank you for taking that. Now I'm going to take it a step further. And then that's what I'm saying. Teach them young so they can get these attributes and values that you had passed on from your previous generations. And apply that to further your community, further your family, further building on the foundation, right? It's taking it, building onto it, and keeping it going. So teach them young. What is their purpose? What is their role in the family, right? And how they can develop these skills that best serves their purpose and the family's mission. Because like I said, we all come here with a purpose. We all come here to help humanity in our own special way. So don't let your children just be out there with idle hands. Idle hands is the devil's playground. Excuse me. They own pretty much most of their 24 hours. You want to keep as much as their 24 hours for your children as you can. And then give them developmental skills. You know what I'm saying? To help them and to further them. Teach them. Schools are there to do what the schools do. You know what I'm saying? But then you're also there to do what you got to do. The school isn't going to make your child well-rounded. It's just a part. Right? So teach them young. And then for the leaders of the family, direction is everything. Direction is everything. We got to get out of getting into relationships off of feelings. You know what I'm saying? And just not having a purpose for the union. What's the purpose of the union? Where are we going? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? And so the leaders, it starts with the leaders. They're there to give the direction. And I wrote this down. What are your long-term vision for your family's legacy? What are the long-term visions? You know what I'm saying? These things are true. 1 year goals, 5 year goals, 10-year goals, 20-year goals. You know what I'm saying? These are things that we need to be talking about. And if you're the couple that talks about these things, talk to other people. Spread it. You know what I'm saying? And then that way it can grow, it can spread like wildfire. You know what I'm saying? And it'll be good soil. We're planting good soil, good seeds. You know what I mean? And so, what skills must you develop to manifest your family's legacy? And how can you effectively delegate and work as a unit? They got us in the individual mindset. We got to come back to a unit. You know? And that's why I say you got to make sure that you're not falling victim for society's ways. Society don't care about you because society just wants you to help fuel society. But does that fuel your family? I know so many intelligent, smart people. You know what I'm saying? But we just got to build on that blueprint. Stop giving our skills to other people and start giving our skills back to the family, to the community, even best friends. Best friends can make businesses together. You know what I'm saying? And then now you got this family and you got that family. You know? So then it comes to maximizing your 24 hours. Success isn't just about working hard, it's about working smart. That's a whole saying. Don't work harder, work smarter. And it's true because time is a tool, and those who master it wins. It's so many things out there that's trying to get your attention and be that distraction. But when you are laser focused on the mission, the vision, the foundation, the direction, you don't have time for that. You learn to maximize your time. Maximize your time. Learn that. Stop what they call, I think I just learned it's called death strolling. When you just get on the phone, you just stroll, next thing you know, you just strolling for hours. You know what I'm saying? You just done lost chunks of time that you could be doing something way more productive. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to stop using social media for entertainment. It's so much information out there. Stop using it just for entertainment. It's time for that. But that's not all we have to be doing all day. What are you learning? Sometimes you just gotta unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. As you grow, your social media should be growing the same. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be sitting up there with the same stuff you was doing years ago. If you're elevating, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be on top of your social media and how it's influencing you, because it is influencing you. Be it good, be it bad. You may have to put yourself on a social media timer. Make yourself a schedule to maximize your time. I cannot stress that enough. Having yourself an actual schedule will help you to maximize your time, because you're trying to own your 24 hours. That's the ultimate goal, right? So eliminate the distractions and understand what is keeping you stuck. What keeps you stuck on this to where you're not growing over here? What keeps your family stuck? Right? Master time management. You got to plan, prioritize, execute. Plan, prioritize, execute. Time management is going to be so important. You need to maximize these 24 hours and learn effectively, right? You can just go through and get a whole bunch of information, but you're not applying absolutely none of it. You got to absorb the knowledge that moves the needle. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn effectively. You got to create them good study habits. You got to create the environment, right? It's times that you need to rest. Do not get me wrong. But it's also time to put in the work, right? And you got to take action. Ideas without execution are just a dream. We're turning the dream into reality with the action, with the execution, right? Because I had a thought, and it said, every time you buy something, you make another family richer. But what are other people buying from you to make your family richer? You know? And I'm like, I know people are getting their little money and stuff like that, and that's cool, you know? But have a plan for your money. Don't just go spend it on material things. Because you can spend that and it's going to be gone. And then you're going to be right back in the same spot that you in. But if you can employ your money and put it in places that's going to help elevate you and your family, it's the first step to generational wealth. It's the first step to creating a strong foundation that can last for generations after generations. Because time waits for no one. You're gonna get older. You're not gonna be able to keep going as fast as you're going. You gotta get smarter with your money. And I'm not talking about just you, I'm talking about myself too. I gotta get smarter too. I'm getting smarter as I'm going along as well. You know, my journey, I'm on a journey as well. But as I learn this information, I'm wanting to share this information because I want to be around people who think like that, who think like this. You know what I'm saying? You got to quit making other people richer and use your skills and your natural talents to start making yourself and your family richer. That's why you got to make sure you taking care of yourself. You got to kick all these vices. You got to kick all these distractions. You got to kick all this devil energy, all this low vibrational energy. You got to kick that so you can become your best self, because your future self needs it. Your future generations need it. Your family needs it. You are an important person. Once you realize that you are, you'll start operating that way. This world was not designed for handouts. If you don't even make a certain amount of money, like, you classified as like non-essential. You know what I'm saying? You got the the elites, you know what I'm saying, looking at you like you just making the world a worse place. They don't care about you. But you got to care about yourself. You got to care about your family. Because it's going to get harder. It's already things going on. Families are being affected. Like, you can't just continue to be consumers and bots. You know what I'm saying? You need to have a plan. What's the plan? The power is in you. The question is, how will you use it? We are God's people, y'all. We are God's people. What are you spending your money on? What are you spending your money on that's not just making other people richer? What are you spending your money on that's making you richer? Making your family richer? Money management is a key factor in all of this. You got to know how to manage your money. Teach them. Teach your children young. And understand that this is just a vehicle. Quit getting caught up in all this physical stuff. Age gracefully. There's no reason why I'm 40 years old and I'm trying to be like my 18-year-old daughter. Like, those days is gone. You know what I'm saying? What are you spending your money on? What's the focus? Right? So today is Savior's Day. So I wanted to say, commit to the blueprint of legacy. Because we are the architects of our family's future. It's up to us. So stay focused, stay disciplined, and stay aligned with God. Till the next time, have a wonderful day.